And let me start over. All right, so I got some Powerstep running boards for a 2025 Toyota Tundra. We're going to be installing these tomorrow. I got these from Amp Research at realtruck.com. And so I just need to unbox them to see, do we need any tools that I need to grab today, before the install tomorrow? Do I need to pick up any parts or supplies or anything like that? And also I need to double check the quality before we actually get out there. So let's go ahead and open this up. These things are so heavy, it tore the box all up. It looks like the shipper has tried to piece it back together, but I'm hoping nothing important fell out of this thing. But we'll see. Oh. And if this isn't enough reason to watch, free feet. All right, let's see here. I think it's safe to cut this box. So we'll see. All right, you know what? I'm just going to turn it and pull it out this way. All right, here's the actual step boards themselves. Looks like we got some hardware here. All right, there we go. Now I am running a poll right now on both my YouTube channel and my Instagram channel. Both of them are In Your Driveway Auto, but I'm going to be making a video on installing these step bars. And so I'm just trying to see, does everybody want a how-to video, a step-by-step, real in-depth DIY, or do they just want something satisfying to watch that's entertaining that they can just kind of sit down on the weekend and enjoy? So make sure you check out my channel or my Instagram page and go vote on what kind of video you want to see. All right, let's see. All right, so we got a box of motors here. Look like pretty high quality stuff. These things, well, the sticker's messed up. That's one mark against it already. See if we can get this put back on here. There we go. Hopefully that stays. Let's see. Oh, these aren't actually the motors. These are just the levers that, raise or lower the step bars. So they seem pretty durable, seem pretty heavy duty and everything. I got two different boxes, so I'm assuming one's for left side, one's for right side. I'm going to leave them in the boxes so that I'll pull one out so you can see them. There we go. I'm going to leave these in the boxes so they don't get mixed up. All right, what do we have here? Looks like an instruction pamphlet. Man, there's really not a lot to this. It's literally just one piece of paper. Let's see. To obtain installation instructions, it can be downloaded from. Okay, so they have QR codes in the instructions that are leading to, I guess, how-to videos on their website, or at least a pamphlet. All right, so I'll have to read over that tonight and see what all we need. Let's see. I'm trying to see if we got a packing slip in here. Okay, here are the motors. Yep, they kind of look like window regulator motors. Let me open one up. So they look like real heavy duty window regulator motors. So, yeah, we'll see how that goes. This company is really highly recommended, so I have pretty high hopes for it. The great thing about these is that, you know, some brands make them to where you have a external magnet that you have to mount in the door jamb. So every time you open up the door and shut it, it picks up the running boards and puts them back down. This one connects straight into the BCM, the body control module. So it should be seamless. You shouldn't really see anything after we get everything put together. You shouldn't see anything except for the running boards. And even then you should only see them whenever they're folded out when you open the door. Some mounting brackets and stuff. Okay, so here's the actual module. Let me open this up and show it to you. Check that out. That looks pretty slick. Only 2 connectors. That's what I like to see. I like them when they have the, you know, least amount of wiring possible. I know there's going to be a lot of wiring not issues, but a lot of wiring and stuff to do on this. Got to tie into a bunch of the wires on the trucks. And here's the full wiring harness, okay? And in it, it also comes with these little lights. So whenever you tie these into the computer here and into the BCM on the truck, and so that way, whenever you open up the door and these bars roll down, you actually have light to step. You can see what you're doing. You don't trip up and everything. So this is going on a Tundra, and the reason we're putting these on here is because we already put oversized tires on the Tundra, and now it's kind of hard to get up in there. And we're going to be putting another leveling kit on here too. So it's going to be sitting up even higher after this. And so just an effort to try to keep it easy to get up in here, we are putting these step bars on here so you can actually climb up in there and not have to like get a running jump to get up in the truck. So it's going to be a pretty sweet truck when we get done with it. And then here we got a bunch of zip ties and nuts and bolts and everything. Looks like we got a couple of electrical connectors for connecting to the BCM. And then a couple of loose screws. So hopefully we can figure out where those go. I'm sure it won't be that hard. All right. Next up, last but not least, we need to check out the actual running boards themselves, the parts that you're actually going to see whenever you're getting up into the truck, okay? Let's make sure that these are good and they're not scratched up or anything. When it comes to cosmetics, this is the main part I'm worried about. There's a couple little mounts in here that slide back and forth on this track, so I'm going to try not to lose those or have those fall off. Let's see. Oh, did I just scratch it? No, we're good. Okay. All right. So honestly, this looks really good. I like the way this looks. This is going to look really good on the Tundra. You can look and see this is the part that your foot actually goes on when you're getting up into the truck. And it's all granulated and textured. So it's pretty good non-slip. It's got ridges and everything in there to keep you from slipping. Feels like pretty heavy duty aluminum. It's almost like Rhino liner, if you know what that is, or a truck bed liner. So I'm going to check this other one too to make sure it didn't get scratched. These things are not super cheap. So if we do have any issues with cosmetics, I want to make sure we catch it before we put them on here, put them on the truck, because like I said, if you're paying this much for running boards, you better be getting some top-notch stuff. Looks like they look fine. These end caps here kind of slide off pretty easy, so we'll see how they go. I might have to put a little bit of weather strip adhesive on these to help hold them in so they don't fly off when you're going down the road. Let's get that back on there. All right. But other than that, it looks like everything's here. I did watch a couple of videos before ordering these to make sure it was something we could do and handle, you know, right there in your driveway. So looks like we can. Everything that I saw in the videos is right here in the box. Nothing's damaged, nothing's scratched or anything like that. So we're going to go ahead and move forward with the installation tomorrow. So like I said, there's still time for you to vote on what kind of video you want to see on the installation of these. If you want to see a step-by-step DIY, maybe kind of dry, but it could be helpful if you're looking at buying these. Or maybe you just want to, relax and watch some good car content, some good automotive content. It's a little bit lighthearted and not nearly as dry and more entertaining. So you can vote on either of those options on my channel on YouTube, or you could go to Instagram, and the handle there is at In Your Driveway Auto, just the same as my YouTube channel, and you can vote on there as well as my most recent post. So let me know, guys. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see y'all next time. This